Okay. Okay, we should be back on both ends now. Yep, the internet disconnected for a bit there. So, welcome back. Now, let's get back to it. Oh shit. What the fuck? I didn't expect that. Holy shit. Hi, like, oh my god. Hi, liquor. Hello. Uh, let me drink this. Stream disconnected just now. So welcome back, guys. I know Deltarune releases today. I do want to play it at some point, but I feel like I have to play Undertale before that. I don't know. I've been meaning to play Undertale anyway, so I've actually have everything I had Deltarune muted on every single thing just because I don't want to get spoiled. You want to buy it now, but I don't think I can today. Ooh. Well, I hope you'll be able to enjoy it later. Oh shit, hold on. Do I need to play Undertale to play Deltarune? Is it like a sequel? Oh fuck. Like, did it release like just now? I know like a couple people who took a day off work to play it. And you know what? Fair enough. That's exactly what I did with Battlefield 1, except it was taking a day off school. It isn't a sequel. It's basically like a parallel universe. Okay, so completely like different than the Undertale storyline, is it? Yeah, like 30 minutes ago. Okay. So technically I can play it without playing Undertale? Maybe? Oh, I forgot about that thing. The little fish thing. I don't even know what to call his like little squirmy ground attack. Oh, I didn't manage to do heat action. Oh, I already lost all my heat. God damn it. There we go. Okay. Stories still related to Undertale story, but the characters look somewhat the same. Okay. Story's very different. Harm. Because I definitely want to play Deltarune in the future. But I already own Undertale, though I've never touched it before. However, I do know like the general gist of Undertale since I did watch like I think it was Jacksepticeye's playthrough. No, not Jacksepticeye. Someone else. I watched like a full playthrough of it like a long time ago, so I do like remember what like the whole thing's about. Now only Silksong and Hytale. I don't think I'm familiar with Hytale, but Silksong. I'm trying to speedrun I'm trying to speedrun Hollow Knight right now. Before Silksong releases. Though I don't think I'm gonna accomplish that. Perhaps I will play perhaps I might stream Deltarune then once I finish with either Hollow Knight or Yakuza.
誠ちゃんを狙う第三の勢力は日教連中集団や。
Nikyo Consortium.
東上界の直系組織や。
Oh wait, no, they're with the Tojo clan. Wait, then they definitely would not be with Tachibana then.
そらそうや。表向きには東上界の大門を掲げとらん裏の組織や。誠ちゃんをさらったんはおそらく日教連の総裁セラマサルや。セラマサル？数日前にセラが日教連を引き継
Then I
い
wonder
で
which group belongs to Tachibana. Or maybe they'll reveal themselves later. Or maybe Nishtani's group might be Tachibana's. I usually bought Undertale at the perfect time. Evolved March 1st, and by the time you finished it, Delta Root news was out. God damn.
島の中東上界の島のか。
Never saw this game before, so I don't know what the story is. This one right here, Yakuza 0. I can give you like a very quick summary of what's happening right now. We're in like I wouldn't say we're in the climax, but we're in like a major plot point right now. I bet you would have seen Yakuza before. It is quite very popular. And they had some big ended part. Yakuza was out recently.
なんでやろうな。ま、東上界の内輪もめなんかわしには関係あらへんことやけどな。日教連が隠れてる場所は分かっとんのか。ちゃんと調べ上げとるで。どこや。知ってどないする気や。誠取り返しに行くに決まっとるよ。無理や。あ？真島君が強いんはよう分かった。せやけど、一人でどないかなるほどあまないで。
Yes, Japanese Mafia, the Yakuza.
東上界の大門掲げてはできへん汚い仕事をこなしとる。
The main story is like a serious crime drama, but the thing Yakuza is mostly known for is its goofy as fuck side quests and mini games.
それにわしと組むっちゅうことは他にもええことがあんで。何？佐川のおっさんからの命令は誠ちゃんを殺すことやろ。佐川と組んでる以上誠ちゃんを殺さなあかん局面にぶち当たんで。でもわしゃ殺しやなくてガラを抑えて依頼主に渡すよう言われとんねん。
Okay, so this must be the group Tachibana has hired.
とりあえず誠ちゃんを殺すはめにはならんやろ。悪いな。
The employer he's talking about must be Tachibana.
なんでや。日教連のセラも誠を殺すようには見えへんかった。もし俺の目的が
I'm pulling up like
誠を殺さんことや
Microsoft
ったと
Paint
した
right
ら
now too,
そのままおとなしく日教連に預けとくわ。
because I'm gonna need to draw a little bit to explain the point, what part of the plot we're on right now.
両目まで見えへんようになってな。俺は誠を殺せへんかった。俺には誠を生かした責任がある。ただ命があったらええってことやない。人として生かさなあかん責任や。極道の食い物にはさせへん。残念やな。お前みたいな男ともっと早く出会わんかったが、ほんまに残念や。なんや急に。なんやろな。わしみたいな人間が何を抜かしとんのやろ。日教連が潜んどるな。椿園の中や。
Camellia Grove.
椿園。なんや。こっち住んどって椿園も行ったことないんか。脇あって蒼天堀の外あんまり行かれへんねん。でなんや、その椿園ちゅうのは。椿園はな、 それは歴史ある料亭街の通称や。日教連はそん中の弁天屋って店にアジト構えとる。誠ちゃんもそこに囚われとるはずや。
料亭街？
ガイドブックに載っとるようなとこちゃうで。百聞は一見にしかずや。案内したる。ついでに一緒に暴れたる。
ええんか。俺は死んでもお前に誠は渡さへんぞ。
そんな話や日教連から誠ちゃん取り返した後や。さあ真島君と一緒に大暴れや。楽しなるで。さてほんなら楽しいお遊びに出かけますか。
Oh, are we getting out now?
おいおまるさん出して。チェックアウトや。真島君も一緒に出るで。なんや誰もおらんのかい。しゃあないな。
Huh?
勝手に出るで。
Okay, sure. Huh?
お茶逃げや。西谷。
Holy sh...
なんやねんな。お茶。お前
ビリケンさんには用をしてもろたんですがね。
Oh shit.
娘が大学行き
Are
た
the
いなんて
insider
言う
cops
の
also
でして、
betraying us?
ちょっと気張らなあかんのです。
何言うとるんや。
はんたら殺したらビリケンさんからもろてた小遣いの100倍くれる言わはるんです。
Oh, we're being ratted out.
やっぱ東京の人は羽振りええんですな。
And it's the Tojo clan.
お前買われたんか。誰にや。こらあかん感じやないかい。西谷。昔おっちゃんに言われた通りや。悪いことばっかりしてたら罰やったな。なあおっちゃん。真島君、わしはこのアホンダラと肩つける。
Are you still going to fight?
あんた
思いっきり暴れたらええ。思いっきり楽しんだらええ。ヤクザなんぞどうせ早う死ぬんや。なら後先考えんと。自分の道前に進めや。
何言うとるんや。さっさとくたばらんかい。
はよ行けや真島。誠っちゅう女生かした責任きっちりと取らんかい。行けや真島。
許してくれ。頼む。
There's no way Nishitani actually got that guy. Oh,
お疲れ、まじまちゃん。
Aisagawa.
ちょっとの間、蒼天堀からお前の姿が消えたって報告があってな。心配したんだぜ。てっきり誰かに殺されて川に沈められたんじゃねえかってな。
留置場の西谷に会いに行っとったんや。
へえ。わざわざ留置所にまで足を運ぶなんて、仕事熱心じゃない。蒼天堀はお前の庭じゃねえんだよ。檻なんだよ、檻。ホテルでさえ出かけるときにはフロントに一声かかるよな。檻ん中のお前が何黙って出てんだよ。なあなあ。でよ、そんなに急いでどこ行くつもりだったんだ。
もちろんあんたに報告しに来とくや。
だよな。よかった。こんな場所でお前殺したらかわいそうじゃん。掃除のおばちゃんがよ。で、西谷に会ったってことは聞き出せたんだよな。牧村誠の居場所。
ああ、せやけど誠を奪っていった白いスーツの男は西谷とは関係あらへんかった。誠を奪ったのは日教連のセラっちゅうやつや。
日教連。
大門は隠しとるな。東上会の直系組織。
東上会。島野の兄弟と同じ。
西谷を雇ったのも東上会や。堂島組の人間やった。
じゃあ東上会の勢力が3つも牧村誠を狙ってるってことか。この情報全部留置場で西谷に吐かせたのか。
せや。
西谷相手に上出来だな。奴からここまで聞き出すには相当えぐい拷問でもしたんだろ。え？どんなことしたんだ。
いろいろや。
で、東上会からモテモテの誠ちゃんは今どこにいるんだ。
椿園の中の弁天やってる予定や。そこに日教連がアジト構えとるらしい。
椿園ね。日教連って連中も目の付けどころがオツじゃないの。
どういう意味や。
そりゃお前、牧村誠みてえな女の子が泣いて歩いてても違和感ねえからな、椿園は。行ってみりゃわかるって。それじゃあ早速行くとするか。
なんや、あんたも行くんか。
犬を一人で散歩に行かせる飼い主がいるか。いねえだろ。お前が蒼天堀から出るときは俺も一緒なの。わかった。
Okay. Before that, I just wanted to. Oh, hold on. There's a thing somewhere around here. Where is it? Card. There you are. And a trash bin. Okay. I just noticed something kind of neat. And it's like Kiryu has quite a rough time. I thought Kiryu had a bad time, right? You know, being hunted down by every single Yakuza in the Kamurocho area and possibly the entirety of Tokyo. But like, at least Kiryu still had allies to run to, right? He still had Nishikiyama, he still had the lady who owns a bar, he still had like Oda and Tachibana, right? But like Majima, whenever he has to run, he has no one to run to. His only allies was like Lee, but Lee's dead. And that guy a while ago who's got shot 5 times in the chest. And even his like closest ally Sakura here, you wouldn't even call him ally. He's just like the only guy Manjo was able to talk to just because he's his boss. Why is there a card of that in a decrepit sink? Oh, they're everywhere. I have a whole collection of them. I'm still missing a lot though. Oh yeah, let's do some Yakuza recap. Because I'm also probably gonna end it on this chapter for today's episode. Now, where is Microsoft Paint? Well, easier to explain with drawings. What was this game? Peak. Peak. Okay. Where is display capture? Where's my window capture? Do I not have it here? Okay. Why is it black? Why is it at the front like that? Why does it show up blank? Okay, display capture. Dude, I know I've been recommended Celeste a lot, but I know I will suck at it. Just because I'm playing Hollow Knight right now, and I suck ass at movement in there. A platformer I do want to get though would be Hat in Time. Okay, anyways. So, Yakuza 0 is split into 2 protagonist POV. Currently, we're playing as Majima, the guy with the eye patch. So that's Majima. Artist rendition. And then the other dude is Kiryu. Another fine artist rendition. There's an assist mode. You can basically do invisibility through it. Ah. Huh. See. Shall look into that. But anyway, so Kiryu and Majima are both our main protagonists. Majima lives in Sotenbori, which is in Osaka, and Kiryu lives in Kamurocho, which is in Tokyo. So they're like 3 hours away from. Okay, not 3 hours away. They're 3 hours by bullet train away from each other. So quite far still, but not too far. Now, Tokyo, I mean, now, Kiryu here is part of the Tojo clan, which is a rival to the Omi Alliance, which um, Majima is technically working under right now because of his boss Sagawa. Though Majima's originally a Tojo clan member. But we'll get to that. Now, Kiryu's story, we'll go with Kiryu's story so far. So Kiryu did a job to shake some money up from a guy who's been running on the depths. And then once he's done shaking and roughing up the guy and collecting the money, he returns the money to a loan shark he was working for. But then later, he finds out through the news that the guy he was roughing up was found dead from a bullet wound, and now everyone thinks Kiryu did it, even though he never uses guns or owned a gun. Now it isn't the guy dying that's a problem. It's where the guy died in, and the guy died in a place called the Empty Lot. Now the Empty Lot is this small like 5 by 5 meter of land, like deep in like the middle of surrounded by some apartment buildings, and it's very insignificant on its own. However, what's been happening around the land is what's important. All the buildings surrounding the empty lot have been bought up by the Tojo clan for a giant like redevelopment uh property plan that they are planning to sell for profit. However, they missed they never noticed the empty lot that was sitting in the middle of their giant redevelopment property project. And what's worst of all, they cannot find out who owns the empty lot. So now there's just like this like there's now just like this unobtainable like hole in the middle of like their giant like development plan that no one could like find out who the owner is, and now they can't sell like all the properties they bought up because there's this stinking like tiny piece of plot of land that's just right in the middle that they cannot grab their hands on. So they've been going on like a mad scramble trying to find out who the owner is, to a point they're like offering like an offer of 1 billion yen to whoever steps up as the owner so they can buy it off them. And they're still like not successful in that. And now with uh the body now being discovered in the empty lot that that's been framed on Kiryu, the Tojo clan can't do any further investigation because of the police like scrounging the place. So that's just another setback in their plan. Is this spoilers for me or not? Yes. Because I'm doing a recap up to the point I'm playing, which is chapter 12. So when Kiryu gets called up by his bosses about supposedly killing guy in the empty lot, um, he got into a lot of trouble. And then it was found out later that one of his like bosses, I already forgot his name, but his Kuze, one of his bosses, Kuze, was actually behind the supposed murder of this dude. He was the one who framed Kiryu for the murder. Why did he frame him? Because Kiryu, uh, wait, why did he frame him for him? Alright, I think it's because Kiryu is one of Captain Kazuma's adoptees. Well, I wouldn't call him adoptee, but that's basically what he is. He was brought in by Captain Kazuma, who's currently in jail. And Kuze has quite the jealousy and distrust of Captain Kazuma because he's aiming for the captain's seat himself. So he's thinking that if he gets Kiryu implicated, he removes like another connection of Kazuma to the Dojima family, and he also buys time for investigating the empty lot, because in the Dojima family, he's competing with two other lieutenants for the title of captain, and whoever finds the owner of the empty lot first gets the title of captain. Of course, Kiryu didn't like that, so he beats up Kuze and like half the Dojima family to leave the clan in order to clear his name and Kazuma's. And when that backfired, he went to Tachibana. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is gonna be a fucking long time to explain everything. So I'm gonna super summarize this now. Empty Lot Kuze beat him up 3 times. Then he visits Tachibana. And like Oda, who will work for Tachibana Real Estate, who are also trying to find the empty lot. And then Kiryu gets hired by them. And then he becomes an employee at Tachibana Real Estate too. And then after a while and avoiding like debt for like 3 days, they discovered that the owner of the empty lot is in Osaka. So these two go travel to Osaka, where Majima is, and that's where he left off. Majima, he was originally from the Tojo clan. However, after like a job gone wrong and disobeying a few orders, he got kicked out. And also his brother's in prison, like his blood brother. And then, as atonement, Majima works under Sagawa, who's Omi Alliance. And Sagawa gave him a deal where if he gets enough money at his like rundown cabaret called the Grand, he will get Majima back into the Tojo clan. However, he's been kind of skipping out that deal, always like raising the bar. And when he noticed Majima was getting frustrated about it, he gave him like a big proposition. If Majima is able to kill this person named Makoto Makimura, Sagawa will get him for real this time, pinky promise, back into the Tojo clan. And Majima agrees, even though Majima's never killed a person before. Now Majima does some investigating and then finds his target, Makoto Makimura, who's this like Chad like Chinese dude who's really super buff and runs a massage parlor. Massage? Is that the word? Massage parlor. Named Lee. That's a chin, by the way. That's not his legs. I'll get to who the owner is. It's not Majima, though. Now, so Majima fights this dude thinking it's Makoto Makimura. But then, while fighting him, these three Yakuza guys jump into the clinic where they were fighting, and then they revealed that they were also here to kill Makoto Makimura. But then what do they... Well, they didn't say they were here to kill Makoto Makimura. They say they were here for Makoto Makimura. And what did they do? They grabbed Makoto Makimura and shot this dude. But wait, wasn't that Makoto Makimura? No, Makoto Makimura turns out was actually this guy's blind female assistant. And then Majima's like, what the fuck? You're not Makoto Makimura? No. The blind girl was, who was working as assistant for this guy, whose real name turns out to be Lee, and was using the false name of Makoto Makimura to try to lure any of his, to lure any of her, like, what do you call them? Assassins away from her, using himself as bait. So now, Majima's confused as fuck, and got, like, a request from Lee while he's bleeding out on the floor to save Makimura, and it's like, oh, what the hell, sure. So he beats these guys up, and then saves Makimura, and then the both of them go hide in like this little warehouse behind a cabaret bar. And then while they're trying to figure out what the hell's happening, and like, why is everyone after Makoto Makimura over here, they get ratted out by like a doctor that was healing Lee. And Yakuza came to the hideout to get Makimura. So all three of them fled, trying to like get to Lee's van to leave Sotenbori. And when they get to the van, and when Lee was trying to start the van blew up. It was rigged with explosives. So Lee got like RA car bombed. And he died. Boom. Car. It's not... Okay, it is quite... It's not that complicated, but there's a lot, and I'm super summarizing it. And Lee gets blown up in a car bomb, and Majima and Makoto get knocked to the ground, and Makimura and Makoto here gets captured by this guy in white who we do not know the identity of, and gets like taken away, and Majima just gets left on the ground and knocked out until Sagawa finds him very pissed off. Oh, and also in the middle of this, Lee tried to suggest to Majima that they should kill like this lookalike of Makoto's, except this lookalike is actually kind of an asshole and is kind of a bit of a murderer too. And then they'll frame the lookalike as Makoto, so Majima can claim her hit, while the real Makoto goes goes out alive free. You know, kind of fake her death. Yeah. There's that whole thing. And that's also where that purple suit guy who got shot 5 times in the chest came in. Yeah, car bomb, and then Sagawa finds Majima here, and then Sagawa gets pissed off because Majima wasn't doing his job and let Makoto get away, and then he nearly like executes him with like a baseball bat while Majima was like tied up to a pole. Yeah. And then he was like, you know what? I'm giving you one more chance. Go find Makoto. And that's where we are right now. Oh, and also back here, we discovered that the lot owner that everyone in Tojo and Tokyo was looking for, including these three, the owner is Makoto Makimura. So at some point in the story, Kiryun Gang is gonna get over here to join the hunt. And that also explains why there's like 7 different groups after Makoto Makimura. Because and it also makes sense why most of them were Tojo clan. Because they all got the information that Makoto was the owner of the lot. And they're all gunning for her. So yeah, that's the lore so far. Super summarized. You need to do an entire stream where you yap about Yakuza. This is only Yakuza 0. And this is a super summarized version. And I'm only at chapter 12 out of 17. There's 9 other fucking games. That stream's gonna be 11 hours long. Yeah, that's it. That is Yakuza so far. Anyways, let's go to save box over here, and we'll call it a day. Alright. Now, is there anyone I could raid? Let's see. Also, what are we doing tomorrow? Are we doing Hollow Knight? I think we're doing Hollow Knight tomorrow. Around the same time. Oh. Well, speaking of Deltarune, there's a lot of fucking people playing Deltarune. It's Leah's birthday today. Ross is playing Popicom. Inas is playing Player Obscure. Azrael. Yeah, Azrael is playing Deltarune. We'll raid Azrael. We never raid Azrael. Because we almost stream on completely different time zones. Alright. Thank y'all for coming. Once again, this only applies to Twitch chat. The raid. Those on YouTube side, you guys can hop along now. It's sort of ending. So, let me get this up. Okay. Now, schedule for this week. Oh, you have a Twitch account? Well, you better go here fast. Raid starting in like 20 seconds. The Twitch link should be in the YouTube about page. The stream about page, whatever it's called. Stream details. And schedule for this week. Yes, tomorrow will be Hall Night. Playing that around the same time here, 2200. Then on Friday we're appearing as a guest on Kano's Conversation, so make sure to follow him. Then we got a double stream on Saturday, Fortnite and Among Us. And then Sunday we got Pokemon Unite. And then next week will be the final week before I leave for the US and go on hiatus. So look out for that. Oh sweet, welcome Liquor. Now, thank you all for coming, and I hope y'all have a good time. Bye bye.